Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. It is Christmas time, and if you have an outdoor enthusiast or bushcrafter on your list, you're going to want to stay tuned because we're going to look at the 5 C's of bushcraft, Christmas style. Thanks for watching. So in the bushcraft community, there is something called the 5 C's. Now those include cutting tools, containers, cordage, cover, and combustion. Now we're going to do those 5 C's and also include one extra C, which is cooking. We're going to take a look at gift ideas for your loved ones based on each of these categories, and I'm going to give you some ideas in different price ranges and high quality items. Okay, so as we get started, the first thing I'll say is I'm going to put the price of each of these items at the bottom here as up to date as I can from Amazon or wherever else you can get them as we go along. So let's start with cutting, and we're going to take a look at 3 different knives. If you're looking for a budget friendly bushcraft type knife, there's no doubt that getting a Mora, in particular an Mora HD or a Mora Robust, is going to be best. That's going to give you the thicker spine. Okay, if you want to step up to a little bit nicer Mora knife, you can get the Mora Garberg. This is a relatively new Mora in the last year or so, and it was the first full tang knife, which means that the knife goes all the way through and into the bottom here, you can see. Now you can get Moras in high carbon steel, which requires a little bit more maintenance, as well as stainless steel, which is what the Mora Garberg is. Now if you really want to be nice to whoever's on your Christmas list, you can go with something like this. This is more of an heirloom knife, not necessarily an heirloom knife, but something you definitely are going to keep the rest of your life. This is the LT Wright GNS Scandi. You can get it with one of these really nice leather sheaths. You can also get it with an attached ferro rod, which is another one of the C's. Combustion, you can get it together. Either of these 3 knives would be excellent choices for the bushcrafter on your Christmas list for cutting. Now as far as a container goes, there's a lot of different options. We'll start small and lightweight. You can get something like this, which is the Toaks 750 milliliter pot. Really simple design, very handy and ultra lightweight. If you want to go something a little bit less expensive, a little bit higher weight, but really classic, is the Coleman stainless steel adventure cook kit. You can find this for like $12, $13 on Amazon, which is pretty amazing. If I was to pick one really simple one, it would be this. This is a stainless steel canteen from Self-Reliance Outfitters, Dave Canterbury's Pathfinder school version. This particular model is great. It's really nice because you can use it both as a container for water, but also for something for cooking, which we'll talk about later, because you can actually put a stainless steel container like this over an open flame. Lastly, if you're looking for a bushcraft type billy pot, something a little bit larger, you can go with a zebra pot. These are still very inexpensive. They're used a lot for baking and all kinds of cool stuff. It has an individual little plate inside you can get. And overall, a very classic bushcraft gift, and I think any bushcrafter would be happy to get it. Although cordage might be something you think is not the most exciting gift, and maybe it's not, but every bushcrafter out there likes to have tons of cordage, and there's really basically 2 things that I would recommend. One is just good old paracord. You just want to make sure that you get high quality military grade paracord. The differences in paracord include the amount of individual strands inside, and you want to get one usually with 9 strands, and that's the highest quality. The other thing you can get is basically tarred line or bank line. You can get these for pretty inexpensive, large rolls, different diameters, and these things are great for any kind of bushcraft project from the cordage standpoint. As far as cover goes, there are a myriad of options. I would suggest 2 things. First is a Bushcraft USA Tarps. These things are great. This particular one is a 10x7. Most people favor a 10x10 because it's a little bit more flexible as far as putting together different tarp shelters, but you can get one of these for a reasonable price in the $50 to $60 range. Again, I'll put the price at the bottom. Very, very good lightweight option for bushcrafting. If you want to step it up a little bit, I tend to favor sil nylon tarps. They're more expensive. The one that I own is much more lightweight than that. It happens to be the Mamajamba tarp from Warbonnet Outdoors. It's an American-made company, tremendous quality, comes with its own stuff sack. If you want to make somebody super happy, you get this. And as an aside, if you want to, what we call bling it up a little bit, you go to dutchwaregear.com and you get them some titanium Dutchware to help them tie out and stake out this tarp. You're going to have one happy bushcrafter. So that's 4 of the C's. Let's talk about our 5th, which is combustion. Obviously you can get somebody a Bic lighter. That's a good cheap gift. But if you want something they can create multiple fires with, I would go with a fire steel or a ferro rod. Basically a ferrocerium rod, which allows them to create a fire in damp conditions by producing extremely hot sparks with any kind of a sharp edge like a knife or any piece of metal that's ground down to a 90 degree. Most of my ferro rods come from eBay, from a gentleman named Nathan. He has a store called Nathan 4071, and he produces extremely good ferro rods. You can get something very large like this, okay, and it comes with a high-speed striker. Nathan also offers a more convenient, I would say, more reasonable size, which is a 1/2 inch by 5 inch, and it works extremely well. You can get a blank, and your bushcrafter can create his or her own handle, which is always fun to do. I advise getting a ferro rod. You can also just go to Walmart and get something like the Ultimate Survival Technologies ferro rod. Very good ferro rod. A little more expensive, actually, than some of the other ones off eBay. There's also firesteel.com, which I've heard are very, very good fire steels, and I'm looking forward to ordering one of those soon. But I would definitely go with a fire steel if you're looking for a fire-related gift or a combustion-related gift for your bushcrafter. So we're going to get a little bit of a bonus, one extra C, which is cooking. If you watch the channel at all, you know that I love cooking over an open fire or cooking outdoors, period. We're gonna look at different ideas. First, we're gonna look at wood burning stoves. One of the first wood burning stoves I got was this. I'll link a video that I've used this on. And in fact, I'm gonna link videos for any of these products that I've used in a video so you can watch those in more detail. If you're interested, I certainly would appreciate y'all checking those out. I made a leather case for it, but basically this is a folding, collapsible wood stove that works extremely well and is relatively good price. Honestly though, if you're gonna get someone a wood stove, my recommendation without question would be a solo stove. These solo stoves are great. They come with pots that they nest inside of. I actually just purchased the Titan, which is a little bit larger than this. This is the, I think they call it the Solo. I got the Titan and I got buy one, get one free, which is pretty neat. I'm gonna give one of those as a gift for Christmas. The other one I'm going to keep for myself. I'm not sure if the sale will still be on, but right now they're offering a stove, and if you buy a stove you get a free pot that it nests inside of, which is a great value. So wood burning stoves, solo stove. If you're looking for a cook kit, something that you can easily use over an open flame, go no further than the Canteen cook kit from the Pathfinder School or Self-Reliance Outfitters. You can buy it along with this stainless steel Canteen, and you can give your bushcrafter a complete cook kit, something they can use to boil water, make soups, whatever it might be, as well as carry water and boil water in a container itself. Relatively inexpensive at about $50 for the whole set. So definitely check that out. Something a little simpler is just an alcohol stove. I recommend if you're giving an alcohol stove away to give a Trangia. Trangia Spirit Burner is my particular favorite one. It's a little heavier than some of the ultralight versions, but those are all DIY for the most part. You can spend a lot more money on a titanium one, but I think this is robust. I think that it's very effective. It's been effective over time. It's been made for many, many years. And I think this is your best bet for an alcohol stove as a gift. Last, you can get what's called the canister stove, which basically is any kind of stove that you attach to a gas canister. This is the Mighty Mo by Jetboil, and I think it's great. I did a recent review on this. I'll put it down below. You can also get more inexpensive versions on Amazon, which are based after the most common one and the original one, which was the MSR Pocket Rocket. There's now an MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Any kind of canister stove I think would be very much appreciated by the bushcrafter or hiker on your list, but these in particular are very lightweight and very effective. So that is a very speedy look at the 5 C's of bushcraft, including one extra, which is cooking, and gift ideas for the holidays. Except for some of the bigger items like the really nice knives or the solo stove, for example, and of course the nice sil nylon tarp. Most of these gifts are under $50. A lot of them are in the $15 to $20 range. If you have any further ideas, I certainly would love to hear from them down in the comments below. I'll link below any videos that I've used these in. Every single one of these items I have used out in the field, and I think they're high quality, and I recommend their use to anybody, and I recommend you giving them as a gift. I think everybody will be happy with pretty much any of these gifts. As always, I appreciate the support. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I hope everyone has a happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. And I hope that if you're out there looking for gifts for your outdoor enthusiast or bushcrafter that's on your list, this was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.